Introduced a few moments ago, Doug Collins returns to Chicago for the first time as a head coach as he brings his Pistons here to the United Center. Pistons lead the series by 1 game, but as I mentioned, the Bulls have been hot recently in the matchup of these two teams. Lee Jones, Don Vaden, Jack Nees, the arbiters on hand today. Phil Jackson's team came out very sharp against Milwaukee the other night. Red have built up a big lead in the first quarter.
You know what? It looked like Michael didn't figure he was going to play too long against a team that was not that good. He got 21 in the first quarter alone.
Second quarter, things tightened up a bit. Third quarter, the starters back on the floor. They bombed Milwaukee again. In the fourth quarter, it got a little sloppy, to say the least. But
it did. But this guy was pretty good. Very
Jordan
good.
Loading up, ready to go.
He's ready.
Overhead cam for tonight's game brought to you by Southwest Airlines, and this is what it looks like high atop the United Center. These two teams play in two of the great buildings now, great new buildings in the NBA. The Palace in Auburn Hills for the Pistons and the Bulls here at the United Center.
I think the Bulls took a little bit of a copycat image of, and they looked at their plant very well, didn't they?
It certainly did. They copied a lot of it. Luke Longley on the tip with Don Reed. The Pistons in the traveling red, blue trim. Bulls in the home whites. Jack Nees with the tip, and it's controlled by Chicago. Harper, Pippen, Jordan. And then up front, Longley and Rodman for the Bulls. Pippen right off the bat for 3. Michael, the offensive rebound.
Went out and just laid it up over the rim.
Grant Hill guarded by Scottie Pippen, a pair of 33s. Dumars picked up by Jordan. As Red, as you mentioned in the Palace last month, memories from that great matchup of the late 70s, early, or I should say late 80s, early 90s. Hill on the drive as the shot clock winds down. Longley to Pippen and the Bulls on the run. Scottie gets it back. Thorpe the rebound. A minute gone by, first quarter. Bulls leading 2-0. Houston, nice feed to Reed.
Oh man, he hurt his hand on that play. His right hand has been really hurting him, but he steps over beautifully. And it looks like he catches all ball, doesn't he? Oh, what a... Yeah, there's a little collision there, but normally they let a... Big articles about Dennis is his history following him all over. A quick toss the other day on a foul that was said to be a Class 2 flagrant foul, and they changed it.
Yes, they did.
This morning to a Class 1. So maybe your reputation does follow, right?
Well, Phil Jackson seems to think so, and he mentioned that during the Bullseye program tonight. Don Reed, the rookie out of Georgetown, makes a pair at the line. And the game tied at 2. Jordan picked up by Houston off the screen by Longley. Pistons do a good job of rotating their defense. Harper from the outside. Last touch by Detroit's Grant Hill, I believe, and it'll belong to Chicago.
I think what they're trying to do, the Bulls are trying to go through Grant Hill early with Scottie. He's taken 3 shots, and I think they'd like to see what he can do if he can get him in foul trouble. Big Luke
with a 15-footer.
He has really stretched his offensive game out, hasn't he?
Absolutely. The last, I'd say, month or so, Red, you're seeing him out near the foul line, even a foot or 2 beyond that. And that just opens things up.
Yeah, that's a spot you normally see Wennington floating to. And of course, Bill Wennington put on the injured list. Bad foot for Bill, and John Sally signed with a 10-day contract. But that is normally where you see Wennington floating out to the top of the key or over there in the baseline.
But really, the key for Luke in the last 2 games, Red, 11 blocked shots, including 7 the other night against Milwaukee. And boy, if he can keep shutting down the middle like that. Michael, quick move, baseline, beautifully done.
He was running out of real estate that time and laid it up with the left hand over the rim and in.
Bulls by 4 here in the early going of the first quarter.
The court is 94 feet long, and he was using every inch of it.
Thorpe got position inside. chases down the errant shot. Houston. Foul on Ronnie Harper as he tripped him up. First on Harp, second on the team. Phil Jackson worked as an assistant under Doug Collins here in Chicago and later succeeded him as head coach of the Bulls. Thorpe got the lane, that's out. 2-point lead, Chicago. Luke getting position down low inside on Thorpe. Nice feed from Pippen. Scored on a foul.
Otis Thorpe on the foul over the top play to Big Luke. He gets his second basket. Thorpe picks up the foul. And Phil, you see him shot here. Scotty with a perfect pass over the top. He catches it and gets the hand on the hip. So Luke with 4 quick points here.
Well, Luke Longley, of course, the 7'2" center. Almost 300 pounds. Otis Thorpe 6'10" and 246. So if Detroit goes that way on the matchup, talking about Luke having a real physical advantage inside, at least on the offensive end.
And Thorpe is used to defending though against good power forward players, so he's not exposed when he's down low in the pivot.
Thorpe over Longley. Luke gets the back tap. Jordan pulls up for 3. Grant Hill chases it down but ran out of real estate on the sidelines. Some players come into the league with a great deal of hype. Most of them don't live up to the hype. Grant Hill came in with all the hype and he has lived up to it. 5-point Chicago lead. Jordan knifing through.
Oh, a little double take. It looked like Don Reed on that foul underneath, but Michael put the ball up, brought it back down, and here you take a look at it. He goes up, comes down, and then the body. Michael shoots 2, and that's his 3rd team foul on him, or 2nd team foul. Don Reed's first.
Bulls have won 5 in a row. The Pistons come in on a 4-game winning streak. Michael makes good on his first. He'll have another.
10 points by Longley and Jordan, split evenly.
Michael picked it up in overtime at Detroit after struggling throughout the entire ball game last month.
That's right. If you get in a situation with Michael where he's had a bad game and you're going an extra 5 minutes, forget all that other stuff that happened.
Houston gets freed up. Allen Houston played for his father Wade down at Tennessee. Puts in on his first from the field. Bulls by 4. Pippen guarded by Reed. Tries to take him baseline. 9 to go on the shot clock for Chicago. Down to 5. Harper for 3. A long rebound to Grant Hill. 4 minutes gone by, first quarter. Nice feed. Reed on the run.
They did not get back, and Reed sprinted out. He's got 4. Nicely done.
The Chicago lead down to 2. Ten to shoot and got a foul coming up here. No, 3-second violation coming up on the Bulls.
Down low. Dennis trying to post up for that shot he thought that Luke was going to take.
So turnover Chicago, and the Pistons a chance to tie. They're down by 2. Dumars to Houston. They rotate to Grant Hill. They clear it out against Scottie Pippen. Hill to the right hand. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Otis Thorpe, apparently. Along to the Bulls. I thought maybe Rodman punched it out of bounds, but that was not the call. Don Baten right on the baseline. Got a good look at it. Bulls by 2. Rodman to lob to Jordan. Left it short. Oh my. You won't see that often.
Michael, so he makes up for it. That easy miss underneath. That was supposed to be an alley-oop. Scotty went first, and then Michael came under, missed the shot, and then came back, steals the ball, and you know what happens there.
$25 for McDonald's and Charitables every time a Bull slam dunks in tonight's game. Thorpe comes up short there, contested by Longley and rebounded by Rodman. Harper, they'll give him the three-point shot. Although Harp's got his average up over 30% from there. Michael, tough ball away. Thorpe the rebound. Here's Grant Hill. Dumars from the outside for three. Reed gives Joe another shot. Dennis Rodman the rebound. The outlet pass deflected by Reed, and it will belong to Chicago. 6:04 to go first quarter. We've got a break in the action. The Bulls lead the Pistons by 4. On Wednesday, March 13th, when the Bulls battle the Washington Bullets, it's Fuji Photo Film Collector's Coin Night. First 10,000 fans entering United Center receive a set of Bulls collector coins, compliments of Fuji Photo Film.
You know, we just talked about him missing a shot earlier underneath, but not here. He takes it foot race. Watch Joe. Joe says, Mike, I've seen this too many times. Just your normal. I would have given him 5 on that. Steals per game. Look where Michael is down there.
Climbing up that list. Pippen off the mark. Reed to Dumars.
In a little bit of a shooting funk here. 0 for 4.
10 to go on the shot clock for Grant Hill, and again they've cleared it out for him, and again he goes to the lane. We got a foul coming up on a reach.
Pippen picks that foul up, third one on the Bulls.
You know, Phil Jackson was talking before tonight's game. Scottie Pippen has had obviously the back problems we've talked about over the last couple of weeks, and says Scotty's feeling better this last couple of games, but he's got to reconstruct his game. It kind of fell apart on him due to the injury, and he's got to put it back together. Houston for 3.
He's just up with one dribble, and he can do that.
Bulls by 1 as Jordan goes to work. Scotty has to chase it down. Longley flashing at a high post. Now takes Thorpe. I'll tell you what, Red. Last 3 weeks, Luke Longley, actually since he got back from his injury, has just been outstanding on a consistent basis for what they ask him to do.
You're right. He and Michael with 7 points apiece here in the first quarter.
They're the only 2 Bulls to score. Time winding down to the shot clock. Grant Hill had it halfway down. Reed keeps it alive. Harper collects. Michael at the stripe for 2. Michael with 9.
That must mean Luke gets the next basket, huh?
I would think so. That's the way they've been going.
Playing 21.
Trying to lob it down low to Grant Hill. Ronnie Harper.
Offensive foul.
Grant Hill on the foul. I thought they might call Ronnie for a loose ball.
Yeah, Harp got bumped off on the. He gets bumped off on the play, so Harp's got a switch on this play, and he comes in, and Grant Hill had just given him a little bit of a push out of the way. So.
The foul is the 3rd on the Pistons. It's
an offensive foul.
Offensive foul, right?
Yes, it is a 3rd. You're right.
But not a team foul.
There you go. Okay,
Luke Longley.
It is his turn. I told you.
9 points for Luke.
9 for MJ. So the first one at 21 here. 18 is.
Do you have to win by 2?
Yeah, hey, on the same team. I don't know.
Thorpe knocked away by Longley, and they call the foul.
Oh, Phil and Tex both up off the bench. Otis Thorpe, he's got some nice moves into the lane. I think the foul occurs right here, and then it's a block.
Yeah. Got him with the body, and it's the first on Luke. Send Otis Thorpe to the line. Phil wants further explanation on that call, apparently.
Happy birthday to Rich Schultz. Tomorrow's his birthday. That's from his daughter Mary Schultz.
Otis Thorpe with 3 points now. He's the only Piston to start all 58 games this season. Has 17 double-doubles, so he too has been consistent in terms of points and rebounds. Bulls by 5. Interior feed to Jordan, denied by Grant Hill, and the last touch apparently by Michael.
They thought Hill slipped in there and knocked it out, but not the case.
So things bogging down a little bit here on the half court, both teams. Houston trying to get the step. Finds Dumars. Hill around Pippen. Jordan knocked it away cleanly. Here's Scotty. To Rodman.
And he got fouled.
Control it, but he did get pushed. Otis Thorpe on the foul, his second.
Otis Thorpe coming down. Rodman looked like he hit a nice easy layup, but there it is over the top, and Thorpe comes from the back. He's got a hand on his hip. Tony Kukoc is going to get the call here, as Mills does. Let's take a look. Southwest Airlines camera. Dennis couldn't quite get control of it, so he'll shoot 2, and here comes Tony Kukoc, who's been just short of sensational here in the first quarter. Now it's his turn to be made.
Pistons make a change in their lineup. Terry Mills comes on for Detroit.
Dennis a little short. He didn't want to break that string of free throws by different people. 50 years ago, Tilden went down to the state tournament led by Nick Gladys and Mickey Gergoni. Ed Marisic and did an outstanding job. It's their 50-year anniversary next week. And you see a nice hand for Luke Longley as he comes out. 9 points.
And he and Jordan remain the only Bulls to score as Rodman hustles the rebound. Now a 3. Tony gets it back. Kukoc to Scottie Pippen for 3. Reed the rebound. Here's Dumars.
They slow it down, try to get that tempo where you can't get up and run on it.
Steal by Jordan. Jordan knocked it away. Pippen went down. It was fouled by Grant Hill.
His second foul. Good work, defensive work. And they're going to take a timeout and talk it over, Wayne.
2:35 to go first quarter. Michael Jordan at work, creating havoc in the backcourt of the Pistons.
Welcome back. Bulls up by 5. We've talked about the historical significance of this rivalry, how on May 27th, 91, the fates seemed to twist for this team. Well, ironically, the newest member of this team was one of the last guys off the court. Unlike the belligerent Bell Lambier and most of the Pistons, John Sally and Scott Hastings are the only one to congratulate the new playoff champs, and now they're teammates. I had talked to John Sally before the game. He said it was purely out of respect. Asked if he caught any heat for that. He says, I don't get heat. I can give it.
I hope he gives a lot of it on the part of the Bulls in the second half of the season. Scottie Pippen, double down from Dumars. Harper open underneath. No, but a foul. Boy, I tell you, good interior pass there. The foul is on Reed.
So they've got 3 guys in across the front line with 2 fouls apiece. Hey, you know, the baseball's here and St. Patrick's Day is around the corner, and a happy birthday is always on our mind for Craig Harris. He'll be celebrating it out in Denver, though, I would believe, or somewhere out there. Arnie Harris's son, our able director. Already, baseball is here.
Yeah, it is. Coming up, WGN, a couple of telecasts coming up this weekend. White Sox on Saturday, Cubs on Sunday. Harper's second at the line. 1 out of 2. Bulls have missed 3 of their last 4 free throw attempts, 2 of them by Rodman. Coming up on 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Bulls on top of the Pistons. Houston. Michael Jordan back the other way.
A loop back in now again for Rodman.
Tony Kukoc. Pippen wants it on the block, and he gets it. He's got Dumars on his hip. Finds Harper at the back door for the jam.
That's the 5th assist by Scottie Pippen. He hasn't scratched yet, but he gets another basket for Ronnie Harper.
Bulls leading by 8, their biggest advantage. Judd Bushler getting set to report on in a few moments. Dumars out front.
Mills trying to take Tony down low and work on him.
Terry Mills goes to the turnaround. Jordan the rebound. Harper to Kukoc. Ron gets it right back for the scoop shot.
Well, Harper again with a basket off a nice pass from Tony. So Pippen hits him once, Tony hits him the second time, and Harp's got 5 points.
The Bulls lead by 10. Time winding down, under a minute to go, first quarter. This is Dumars.
They'll get a hand up. No.
Got Michael into the air and draws the foul. Michael's mad at himself, I'm sure.
Yeah, he thought he jumped into him, but he is going to get two free throws. Michael felt that he did jump into him, but you commit yourself like that.
Well, that's what I'm going to say, John. That's why I think Michael also was not happy with himself for committing too early on that.
So Pippen leaves. Bushler comes in his place.
You leave your feet defensively and you lose your options.
Yep.
Let's pause here for station identification.
This is America's #1 sports station, WGN-TV, Chicago.
Wayne Larrabee, Johnny Redker. Michael's still not happy with that situation. I guess you're right, John. He felt that Joe leaned into him or ducked into him.
During that ID, Steve Kerr has come in for Ronnie Harper. Bulls will try to get that 2-for-1. Joe Dumars back in the starting lineup with 2 free throws.
Joe missed 4 straight games prior to this week with an injury. He has started his last 11 games, make it 12 tonight. Jordan from the outside for 3.
Over the clock and out of bounds.
So Michael off to a 4-for-8 start, and the Bulls 0 for 7 from the arc here tonight in the first quarter. Joe Dumars sets it up. Got it by Kerr. Kukoc gets him on the switch. The mismatch is Mills and Kerr, and Mills wants it down low. Gets it off the line, but the pass a bit off the mark. Last touch by Mills. It'll belong to Chicago.
All right, who we got? Here comes Pippen. Look at him racing back in for who? Luke? Yeah, he'll come for Luke.
Doug Collins, the trials of a young team trying to put the pieces together. So Pippen is back, as you mentioned.
They'll fly down with Lou Rowe. He wasn't ready.
Yeah, Lou Rowe gets a call. He didn't have to play much. He's played just 35 minutes in the team's last 16 games. He doesn't get called this early. Kukoc on the drive. Left it short. Bulls have had opportunities close to the bucket. Houston off the front of the rim as the horn sounds, ending the first quarter of play. Luke Longley, a nice first quarter with 9 points. Perfect from the field to lead the Bulls to a 23-15 advantage at the end of 1. Grant Hill is one of the up-and-coming superstars in the NBA. We asked the established superstar Michael Jordan to comment on the youngster.
No, I think he's going to be a Grant Hill. I think he's going to be a very well-liked player who enjoys the game, and you can see that in the way that he plays. But at the same time, I think he has a great background, a great responsibility to the game, and he accepts that. So I think he's going to be one of the great players of this game. And I don't think it's fair to ask him to carry the torch by himself. And no one player could do that.
Start of the second quarter. Terry Mills on the block with time winding down to the shot clock and a foul coming up on Steve Kerr trying to reach around from behind. First on Steve, first on the team. Take a look at the numbers in the first half. Bulls did shoot 44%, but that's because MJ and Luke Longley were 8 of 12 from the field. Everybody else was 2 for 11. Bulls yet to scratch from the arc. That's unusual.
Well, they were 10 out of 15 against Milwaukee. Big time. Did a good job. Michael had 4 of them in the first quarter.
Bulls come in as the leading three-point shooting team in the NBA. Michael Curry connects for 2. Curry was working on 10-day contracts until the last week when the Pistons signed him for the rest of the season. He's done a good job for Doug Collins. Kerr, Bushler, Pippen, Kukoc, Rodman on the floor for Chicago. Joe Dumars picks up the foul, his first, and the first on the team in the second quarter. There's Judd Bushler. Seeing substitution patterns in recent days, Red, changing a little bit for Phil Jackson. Bushler from the corner for 2. Guys getting into games earlier than you're used to seeing them. Dumars trying to post Kerr, just lost it out of play. I wonder if this is going to be Joe Dumars last year.
Oh, Joe has held up pretty good. Pretty durable guy.
Detroit leading the dubious category of turnovers. One of the reasons why they trail by 6. Tony posting up. I was talking to Alvin Gentry, the assistant coach under Doug Collins, and he said to me right away, he said, you know what? The toughest matchup for us is Tony Kukoc. We just don't have an answer for Tony Kukoc defensively.
Most of your good players are in the starting lineup. Tony comes off the bench, plays against second line players, and you know they're going to have a problem.
Dumars backing Kerr. Joe Dumars gets it back. His first field goal. The other factor is, Red, there aren't many 6'10" guys that can do the things with the basketball that Tony Kukoc can.
Absolutely.
And that's always a difficult matchup.
He gives you a little tiny step, a little fake, and he's buying.
Tony to Bushler for 3. Rodman saves to Kukoc. Tony for 3.
Anybody for a 3.
Anybody for anything. Not going to happen on this possession, and here come the Pistons.
Well, you see what the Dallas Mavericks are doing. They're trying to get 50 3-pointers up in the game. They got 49 the other day. There's
Hill for 2.
Basket by Hill, his first basket of the game.
Pistons have Dumars, Hill, Curry, Theo Ratliff, and Terry Mills on the floor. Scottie Pippen finds Kerr at the back door. Ratliff met him, and the foul call.
Is it on a pass-off, though, or what?
I think they're going to call it on a pass-off.
He's going to give him 2 shots.
No, they're going to send him to the line.
Here, Kerr gets the ball underneath. He goes up. Yeah, okay. He looked like he was going to flip it out to the corner. Here comes Michael after a short rest.
It looked like Steve wanted to pass there. Michael up off the bench, coming back on in a few moments. Steve Kerr at the free throw line.
I'd like to wish happy birthday to my dear friends. They're out in Palm Springs from Lawson Product. Betty, who had her birthday in February, and Sid Court. Happy birthday, guys. Enjoy that weather. We've got some tough weather here.
Oh, yeah. Elsewhere, Atlanta leading Cleveland in the 4th. Charlotte big over Dallas. I wonder if they got their 53 pointers up, Red. They must have missed them all.
Yeah, they're throwing them up. Kerr misses a free throw, so the Bulls not very good from the stripe here.
Otherwise, this lead could be double digits. Terry Mills for 3. Ring it up.
So the 2 3-pointers in the game goes to those guys.
Houston in the first quarter. Mills here in the outset of the second.
They've outscored the Bulls 9-3 here after the Bulls had an 8-point lead.
Michael trying to hit Scottie. The pass a little too soft. 5 to go on the shot clock for the Bulls now. Michael Jordan with 11.
He was just waiting for the clock to tick down.
5 of 9 shooting for MJ in this first half.
He wants to go on Tony here.
Hill from the outside. Had to be a loose ball foul on Theo Ratliff, the rookie out of Wyoming. His first, second of the team.
Theo Ratliff, his second, the team's third.
Okay.
Make it 3 team fouls, I beg your pardon. 3 team fouls on the Pistons. The Bulls have just 1 thus far in the second quarter. Tony from the outside from long range.
Short on that for Tony. Everybody's a little short on that 3. Tony steals. Watch out, Pip.
Tony to Scottie.
Pip running down the floor, didn't know if he was going to get it. His first basket of the evening, and the Bulls go back up by 6.
Scotty, a 1-for-8 start here tonight.
Another turnover by them. This is the guy they thought was going to be able to do it all for him, Lindsey Hunter.
It's not quite panned out yet.
No.
Terry Mills.
Whoa, he traveled.
Yeah. Traveling the call there as he dropped it and picked it up.
Boy, Mills drew a bunch of people when he put that ball down on the floor. That's their, what, 9th turnover?
9 for the Pistons here. In this first half, Bulls have scored 11 points off the turnovers. Scottie Pippen off balance, nicely done. His second in a row. He's got 4. Bulls rebuild the lead to 8. Grant Hill gets the step. Here comes Kukoc, and he's got numbers. Scottie Pippen, Kerr for 3.
No, they cannot make a 3.
0 for 10 from the arc for the Bulls here tonight. Houston. Mills from the outside for 3. Hill chases down Allen Houston. Kukoc claims the board.
Whoa!
Thorpe shoved off on Rodman, and
That's his third foul. He just put a forearm and laid him down. That's his third foul. Take a look at it before we go out for the timeout. Here it is, just to get out of the way.
Dennis Rodman heads back to the Bulls bench. 6:10 to go, first half. Chicago on top, 32-24.
All right, Terry Mills trying to keep a body on Dennis Rodman, and they fight hard for the basket. Michael makes the shot, or Scotty makes the shot. Now the next time they come by, here is another body on, but this one is uncalled for. That's 3, and that'll put him on the bench. So they'll go small. They'll go with a real small team here, and good 3-point shooters. Let's see what this does to the Bulls' momentum here. The Bulls go back with Luke on Mills.
Otis Thorpe among the leaders in fouls for forwards in the NBA. Almost halfway through second quarter. Jordan knifing through. Beautiful move.
Put his head down, threw it up, and comes down with his 12th and 13th points.
He's hit 60% of his shots here tonight. 6 of 10 from the field. Bulls again by 10. Hill nearly lost the handle there. Allen Houston. Oh, nice look inside. Reed could not convert. Too much traffic.
Bulls' interior defense has been good since they let the man come straight down. Tony, that's way off.
Rodman the rebound.
And he goes for the shot, and he gets slapped in the head by Reed. He doesn't care. He's just walking away talking to himself. So Reed picks up, what is that, his 3rd foul?
That's his 3rd and 5th on the team.
There he goes. He gets the ball. Now he knows he's in close to traffic. If he can just jump up, he may get it. Dennis missed 2 free throws earlier. There, that one flips in, and they love that. Rodman's first.
You know, whatever reaction he makes, Red, whether he's happy or complaining, he has to do it in the direction opposite the officials. Otherwise, they might call him for something. He was mentioning that earlier today. And he can't look at the officials whenever he's demonstrating one way or the other. Houston for 3, heel to the rim.
Somebody.
Houston again.
You can't give the guy 2 shots like that.
Not this guy.
No, sir. Not too many guys in the NBA, Wayne. You know, they shoot less than 50%, but you give them 2 nice looks at it with nobody around, you're in trouble.
5 to go now. The second quarter. Michael to the fade. Luke had a shot at that rebound. Couldn't quite handle it. Allen Houston does. Reed, good look to the corner. Lindsey Hunter. And Michael the rebound.
Well, he came in over everybody. He hit Dennis in the forehead.
That's why they call him there. Materialized out of thin air. Dennis for 3.
That looked like it went through the net. Hit the bottom of the net.
Dennis joined the club here tonight for the Bulls. 0 for 12 is Chicago. 0 for 2 is Rodman from the arc. And Phil Jackson is not happy with that shot selection, I can tell you. All right. Dennis has taken his full complement of 3-point attempts tonight, 2. Hill,
the wrong guy.
goes for 3. Yep.
You double the wrong guy. Grant Hill is 1 for 14 from 3-point area. This other guy can shoot it. He's already got 1 tonight.
Yep, the double team came off of Mills. He was wide open. It's his second tray. He has 6 points. And the Pistons are suddenly back in it. They've scored 5 unanswered points now and are down by just 5.
Well, identification is one thing of who the guys are. You don't have to guard. I don't care how good Grant Hill is. He is not a shooter from that 3-point range yet.
And most of the time he won't take that shot. Luke out on the floor. Longley reaches double figures. He has 11.
Mark West in the game.
Here's a 3.
That was a 3 by Mills. He's got 3 in his quarter.
9 points for Terry Mills. Longley to the right hand. Rodman trying to dig out the rebound.
Double foul.
Double foul coming up. Yep.
It's going to be on Dennis, and who is the other one?
I believe it's Mark
Mills?
West. Or...
Mills, Mark West. There they are. They're locked up together.
Yeah, it's got to be Mark West.
Dennis Rodman, his second.
First on Mark West. Second on Dennis Rodman.
So there'll be a jump ball here at center court. And again, this small lineup is going to give the Bulls trouble if they do not cover the 3-point area. It's a good thing they don't have Dallas left again. I know Dallas is having a tough time, but trying to cover the 3-point area.
West and Longley, and the tip knocked out of bounds by combination of Pippen and Hill. It'll belong to Chicago. Last touch by Grant Hill. Lindsey Hunter was also there.
They've got 4 threes in his quarter, 3 by Mills and 1 by Allen Houston. Now Kukoc comes in for Dennis. Dennis says, what? I took a 3? Normally Phil will do this if Dennis gets a little bit straying on the court and just give him a little time to look what's going on.
Pippen for 3. Boy.
That's on Luke.
Loose ball on Luke Longley. Let's head to the sidelines and check in with Bill Weir. Bill?
Yeah, when you were talking a little bit about the subtleties of Dennis Rodman's emotion towards the referees, how he can't even clap towards them. Well, he hasn't backed down tonight. A couple subtle things. He refused to get the ball for referee Jack Nyes, and he's starting to work on Lee Jones on some of the foul calls, so he's cooled off. Back to you, Wayne.
Thank you much, Bill. We'll take a timeout here. 3:21 to go, first half, and the Bulls on top by 4. 6 fans, the NBA's hottest new youth competition has come to Illinois. McDonald's NBA 2-Ball, brought to you by Dominic's, is a 2-person skills competition for kids ages 9 to 17. Call your local park district or the Bulls at 312-455-4000 for more information. Dennis Rodman talking with Jack Nyes, the officiating group, and Dennis and Phil Jackson exchanged some words during the timeout.
I think he was saying they're holding on to me like this. What are they doing? They're throwing me down, holding on to me. Am I always the guy that gets involved in this? And Phil says, well, come on and sit over here. Let's talk about that 3-pointer.
Yeah, the Pistons talk about 3-pointers are heating up from the outside. Mark West.
Yes. Let him shoot it.
Bill for 3.
Hey, how about that? I said let him shoot. He's now 2 for 15.
Pistons down by just 1. Jordan on the block. Double down from Dumars. They leave Harper wide open.
Bulls cannot make one. Can't buy one.
Chicago 0 for 14 from the arc. And again, coming into tonight's game, this is the best 3-point shooting team in the NBA at just over 40%. West the turnaround. Michael for the rebound. Chicago still leads by 1. They space the floor to a triangle or reverse it to Pippen. Oh, nearly taken away by Mills. A little soft pass to Michael there that Mills very nearly picked away.
Well, the Bulls went up 32-24, and then it seesawed back and forth here. Now the Bulls are not getting good shots. A good defense down low. They double Michael again. He's got a good shot.
15 for Michael Jordan, 7 of 12 from the field in this first half.
This is a good game for Doug's young kids staying right here. They had a chance to get it up over 8 and into double figures, but they wouldn't let it go.
Dumars out of the corner for 3. Jordan, the rebound, was fouled on the play by Grant Hill.
Loose ball foul, Detroit, Grant Hill.
His third.
Michael shoot a couple free throws down here. Well, we got 1 second. I'd like to wish Bob Allen, my good fishing buddy, best wishes, successful surgery today at the hospital. And 2 dogs who gets to see you back in the boat, babe. We'll catch some bass.
See him on the golf course too. That guy swings heavy lumber, I'm telling you. Bob Allen, we wish you the best.
Yeah, he is a long hitter.
Oh man, is he long. You don't think that surgery will shorten him up any?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
But I can cast longer than he can.
Well,
Michael with his 16th point. Slowed down here, hasn't it, a little bit for the
sure
Bulls.
has.
And again, they've got 5 guys out there that can shoot the 3, so they'll just drive, try to open it up a little bit, and then kick it back. Let somebody go after it.
You saw Michael's shooting figures, 57% of the last 2 games from the floor, and shooting well here tonight again. Michael was in a little bit of a slump over the last couple of weeks as far as field goal percentage went. Minute 30 to go, first half. 5 to go on the shot clock. Offensive foul coming up on the Pistons. Off the ball.
It's on Mills.
Yep.
Offensive foul.
Illegal screen on Terry Mills, his first.
No shooting foul. That's an offensive one. So 1:25 to go here. The Bulls have maintained the lead the entire first half. They're 6 out of 14 from the 3-point range. they're better from there, right?
Yeah. Michael knifing in beautifully.
Offensive foul.
You're right.
Offensive foul. Michael Jordan.
His second personal.
So Michael tries to split the players. He goes through here, comes on up, and Joe Dumars waits for him there. Takes a foul.
You don't often see an offensive foul called below the dotted line in the lane. But Dumars certainly had position that time. A brick by Mills. Curry picks it off.
Look at this. Another
West
travel.
close.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What a play. Curry picked it off, went to the down low, gave it to Mark West, who's a great field goal shooter from down under when he gets to slam it, but he moved those feet. Turnover.
Well, you know, Mark West came into this season as the NBA's current leader in field goal percentage career. Tony on the drive, deck to the floor, foul coming up. It's got to be on Mills.
It is. Tony is going to try to go up and dunk this one, but he gets a couple hands above the shoulders on it. Here comes Tony into the hoop.
So Tony heads to the free throw line. He's really emerged in his last 6 games, Red, with 5 double-digit scoring games, averaging almost 17 points a game. This is what we were talking about. Career leaders, active career leaders in shooting, Mark West.
But I would give him any shot he wants outside of the painted area.
Yes.
Whether it's 3 feet, 4 feet, whatever it is. So Longley will sit down as Steve Kerr comes in for the last 52 seconds.
And Lindsey Hunter just stepped on for Detroit. So Hunter, Houston, Dumars, a 3-guard offense on the floor for the Pistons. 1 out of 2 for Tony at the line, and loose ball foul coming up. It's going to be on
Curry.
Curry of Detroit. So they stay at this end.
Doug says, what? He says, well, he just fouled him.
And they send Michael Jordan to the line. 83% shooter as compared to 78% for Tony Kukoc.
Bulls have missed their 3s and their short ones. They're 15-footers.
Yeah. This has not been a sharp performance for the Bulls thus far. They are just 9 of 16 from the free throw line. Michael, however, has made 4 out of 5, make it 5 out of 6 from the free throw line. He has 19 points. Under a minute to go.
He's done a good job rebounding, 7 rebounds.
10 to go on the shot clock for the Pistons. Houston, beautiful move through the lane. He has 10. Pippen hustling back the other way. Kukoc to the arc for 3.
You could just see it coming up short.
I think they broke the ringer.
Now the Bulls go through the first half, unless they get a long one here, without a three-pointer. 0 for 15. Last game, 10 for 15 from the same position, same building, same player.
Houston, guarded by Scottie Pippen. 3 to go, 2 to go on the shot clock. Mills a bailout 3. Houston gets it back. Left it short. The tip is good. Yes.
It's good.
So the first half comes to a close. Grant Hill just 5 points. Michael Jordan with 19 points on 7 of 12 shooting from the field. The Bulls lead it by 4 as we reach the break. The Pistons hustling to get a couple of shots in the waning seconds of this first half. And take a look at Allen Houston with the finger roll. Goes back and gets 2. He had 12 and helped the Pistons get right back into it. 44-40 Bulls at the break. Coming up after the station break, the WGN Sports Halftime Report. Well, the Detroit Pistons trail the Chicago Bulls 44-40 at halftime. Not a sharp first half by any means for the Chicago Bulls, especially from a shooting standpoint. I mean, if you take away Michael Jordan's performance, the rest of the team was 10 for 32 from the floor, right?
Yeah, not shooting very well. Either team shooting well at all, and we still have a close game, and when Detroit's in a close game, they've got a chance to win it, so the Bulls will have to try to open it up. But we did have some highlights there in that first quarter, as you might know, and let's take a look at the first one. Tony's going to flip the ball over to Pippen. Pippen finds Harp underneath as Curry double teams, and Harper just goes up and hammers it on down home. Nice job. Michael Jordan, the it happens every game. And here it is, another one. He looks, he jumps, he pumps, tongue goes out. Yeah, you know, you've seen that several times. Luke Longley gets a little pass from Scottie Pippen here right at the top of the key. He turns around, faces up, and Luke with a very nice first half game. 11 points for him. All right, we'll take a look down here. And do they double team the wrong man? You got Hill, you got Mills and Hill. All right, one guy's got 1 for 14. Watch what happens as they double team the man down here, which is Grant Hill, and Mills will end up right out here. He's already got 43 three-point field goals going into this game. Watch this. Okay, here's the screen. It comes to Grant Hill. He comes down, and Rodman's going to come over. They both double him, and that leaves this guy wide open. He made 3 three-pointers in that second quarter. And the Bulls, they seem to set records even when they're going good. But this one's a bad record to have. Most three-point attempts with none made. 15 by Houston at Orlando, and wow, they do that.
Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Bill Weir, standing by with John Paxson. Bill?
That's right. This guy, a few games on the court, now on the sidelines. Less than glittering performance offensively first half.
Yeah, we took too many three-point attempts, 0 for 15. You got to throw the ball inside and threaten them inside first of all, and if those shots come out of that, that's fine. Too many quick shots, and we allowed them to get out in their offense and execute very well, so we got to get better at that this half.
Max, appreciate it. Good luck second half. Wayne, Brett?
Thank you, Bill. Let's take a look at the numbers the first half. They were not pretty from a field goal standpoint for the Bulls, especially from three-point land. If you put Luke Longley's 5 for 6 and Michael Jordan 7 for 12 together, the rest of the team shot 19%. Overall, the Bulls at 39%. There's the three-point field goals, 0 for 15 so far. Montgomery Ward leading scores. Houston led the way for Detroit. Grant Hill a quiet 5 points. You expect more from him in the second half. Jordan and Longley team up to lead the Bulls, scoring 30 of the 44 Chicago points. 4 upcoming games at New York on Sunday, and Wednesday against Washington back here at the United Center. We've got that game against Denver on Friday for you, and the game on Saturday at New Jersey. Michael Jordan and the Bulls will get a lot of face time on WGN in the coming week. Don't forget, baseball will be back this weekend on WGN. This Saturday, the White Sox face the Minnesota Twins in Grapefruit League action. Game time noon from Fort Myers. On Sunday, the Cubs square off against the Brewers at 2 p.m. in Mesa, Arizona. Catch all the excitement of spring training baseball on WGN TV this weekend. So the Bulls hope for better things here in the second half from a shooting standpoint, although they do have a 4-point lead. Little trap in the backcourt. Dumars, the KG veteran, got it ahead to Grant Hill. And now Joe sets up the offense. Allen Houston overplayed by Ron Harper. Thorpe looking to the back door. The pass off the mark, off the glass. Longley to Jordan. Michael for Scotty at the arc. MJ from the outside.
Hello.
Play of the night.
Where have you been? The Bulls go 0 for 15, and then Michael takes the first shot the second half and knocks one down.
7-point lead, Chicago. Opening minute, third quarter.
That's the lowest they've ever had in a game with one. He says they're keeping it.
Dumars for three.
Right
he gets it right back. Yep.
That's their 7th.
They've done some business out there, haven't they?
Yep.
Longley on the block. Pippen in the arc. Go to the well enough times, right? Eventually you'll find water.
Yeah, three threes to open the second quarter. 2 by the Bulls and 1 by Joe Dumars. Oh, they let Hill out there with another. Look at him.
Oh, look at this. He's hit 2 here tonight. He came in 1 for 14, as you mentioned, in the first half. So it's raining trays, and now Jordan, the lead from Scottie Pippen. Beautiful lob play.
And it does break a series of 4 3-pointers. 22nd timeout by Doug Collins.
So with 10:23 left to go in this third quarter, 22nd timeout, Doug Collins lecturing his team. And we'll remind you that on Wednesday, March 13th, when the Bulls battle the Washington Bullets, it's Fuji Photo Film Collector Coins Night. First 10,000 fans entering the United Center will receive a set of Bulls collector coins. Compliments of Fuji Photo Film. Take a look at the number of rings in the building. These are players who have been on a championship team and how many times they've been there before.
How about that?
Pretty good collection.
Yes, sir.
There's that red Kerr. You got that lone one. As a matter of fact, I think you got the ring on right now. Yes, you do.
From Syracuse, the old Syracuse Nationals. If you're looking it up, it's the Philadelphia 76ers. All right, here they go. A little struggling down low.
Thorpe and Longley would have got an illegal defense. Chicago, yeah.
Chicago Bulls. The first violation is a warning. A new 24-second flag.
So it looked like their strategy was at least to go down low to get off of the 3-point shooting.
I think Michael is the man who got caught in the illegal defense.
I got it.
Otis Thorpe. Longley the rejection, and here comes Jordan.
Did a nice job that time waiting.
Luke to finish it off.
Luke says, mate. Michael knew who was calling.
13 for Longley. 8-point lead, Chicago. Thorpe in close again on Longley. Luke claims the rebound.
So good 2 defensive stances in there by Luke. Rodman running, but they save it. Oh,
Pippen in the passing lane, and the Pistons will be forced to inbound it.
Here's the block by Luke. He had 7 for a career high in the last game against Milwaukee. Here he slaps that one back, and then he does another job. Mate, he says to Mike, and fills it up. Oh, Michael.
Jordan takes it away from Hill.
Yep. He waited for him to catch up a little bit. So we've seen a little bit of everything. Michael with 26 points in the game. He's got 7. They're going to take a timeout here now and really talk it over.
It's a 10-point lead for Chicago. Jordan is 10 of 15 from the field. And Doug Collins has to put a stop to that right now, or his young Pistons will get blown out of here. 9:05 to go, third quarter. Michael Jordan and the Bulls by 10, 56-46. At 312-455-4000 for more information. Wayne Larrabee, Johnny Redker with you from the United Center. Arnie Harris, our producer-director, assisted by Joe Cornell, Andy Cohen, John Waldron in the truck, cast of thousands, all trying to make us look good. It takes a lot of people to make us look good, right? Especially yours truly. Hill ducks in under. Nicely done, and the foul. It's on Luke Longley.
Well, he went down 3 times. Otis Thorpe didn't work out. This time they come back, and nice move underneath. Beautiful move by Grant Hill. He's closing in on a triple-double also.
Had one earlier this week against Atlanta.
He's got 6 of them so far. He had 8 rebounds at halftime, 5 assists.
Scottie Pippen with 7.7 assists, but only 1 rebound. Be the candidate for the Bulls in that category. Harper off the screen by Longley. Pippen has it slapped in a foul coming up with 8 to go on the shot clock against Detroit.
OD. You know what I was looking for here? The first time the Bulls played in Detroit, they beat them 111-96. The Bulls were 14 out of 22 from three-point range, 83%. And now tonight, the first half, they couldn't find where the basket was.
0 for 15 in the first half, 2 for 2 in the second half, however. Jordan gets baseline.
Yes! And over Reed, one of their premier shot blockers. Don Reed picks up his 4th foul. Michael down the baseline. He said, I was looking for somebody to come to me. Down. He gets bumped here. He goes up over Reed, hammers it through. Wow, 28 for MJ.
And Michael back at the free throw line. Been over 30 points 35 times this season. He has 29 points here tonight. A little presence in the backcourt by Ron Harper against Allen Houston.
Michael has done it pretty balanced too in each quarter.
Grant Hill dogged by Jordan. Now Thorpe with the roundhouse jam from the left side. 6 for Otis Thorpe. 8 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Jordan, ring it up for 2.
A nice screen they set on Grant Hill, just too late getting out. And Mike's got 31, and that's his league-leading average. He averages that the rest of the way. He'll have over 2,500 points this season.
Houston from the outside, cans it for 3. 15 for Allen Houston. Houston's averaged 20 points a game the last 51 contests. Harper trying to get some of it back. Hit the heel of the rim. Grant Hill penetrates again. Hill banging away at it. Outfights Rodman.
Over. Offensive
foul coming up, however.
That's Hill's 4th. He's got 2 offensive fouls here tonight. Harp taking a seat. He's still got his tongue there in his mouth. Hill is unhappy now. He took the ball offensively, did a nice job of getting it, but then he comes. And there's a technical foul that I hear? Yes. I thought I heard Doug Collins on one.
Doug is really not happy at the moment.
Michael Jordan shoots the technical foul.
Jordan at the line shooting the tee. Still have 7:11 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Jordan with 12 points in the period. Make it 13. 32 in the game. Let's pause here for station identification.
This is America's #1 sports station, WGN-TV, Chicago.
Wayne Larrabee, Johnny Redker with 7:08 to go in the 3rd. The Bulls start up leading 62-54 by 8 points. Their biggest lead tonight's been, what, 11 points. Luke Longley. The tip by Dennis won't go. Thorpe is there. Well, the Southwest overhead camera on the drive. Thorpe came up short as Longley's presence was turning him away at the doorstep. You know what I've seen Luke do more of tonight is just stand there. Not make any move defensively. Just stand there, and guys have been coming up short against him. Harper to the right hand.
Oh, Dennis gets taken down by Reed.
Loose ball foul coming up against Don Reed of the Pistons.
His 5th foul. Dennis goes up and he gets. Now, if that was, I'm telling you, if that was Dennis, that would have been a flagrant on the side. So Terry Mills sprints off the bench.
Might have been a flagrant 2. Had Dennis been on the other end of that.
Well, that's the reputation. They don't know. Don Reed, first year in the league.
Right. Sometimes it helps you to be unknown. Pippen. Houston back the other way.
Make him give it up. They do. And
Terry Mills. Boy, Pippen went blowing by Mills.
Oh, the Rodman got taken down by Thorpe again.
No call.
No, Dennis said no.
Jordan on the drive. Oh, off the hand. It looked like a Thorpe, but apparently Luke is the man who touched it last.
He tried to get a bullet down low.
There's no way Luke was going to handle that. Under 6 minutes to go.
Come on.
Third period. Bulls by 8. Jordan the steal. Michael another breakaway.
Yeah, Hill cannot afford to take the foul, but Michael was right there to intercept the pass. He's got 34.
You're right. Grant Hill's got 4 fouls. He can't afford another one.
We've got 5.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter.
Dumars. Thorpe in traffic.
Scotty
goaltending on Scottie Pippen. Thorpe now with 8 points. Pistons attacking the lane here in the second half, Red.
Yeah, and Phil was just saying he can't. Oh, here we take a look at it. Look at this right in your living room. Watch out. Get out of the way. You're going to spill soup all over yourself. There you go.
Longley inside on Thorpe. The offensive foul is the 4th on Luke Longley.
Tony's going to sprint on down here and come in for Luke, I would believe.
Time Thorpe did a good job of establishing position.
Luke with his number of points, the same as his number, sits down 13.
Coming up on 5 minutes to go in the third. Here's Houston. Screen from Thorpe, a little screen roll play here, but Houston didn't look up fast enough. Now Thorpe comes out to get it. 7 to go on the shot clock. Hill. Dumars travel.
Yeah.
No call. Dumars for 3.
Oh, that was not good. Don Vaden standing right there. He took the big jump step, and they end up with 3 points on it.
Second tray of the night for Dumars. He has 10 points in the game. Suddenly, it's only a 5-point Chicago lead. Pippen for 2. Scotty up to 9 points now. Under 4.5 to go for the third. Pippen 5 of 12 from the field after a slow start. He missed his first 4 shots. 7 to go on the shot clock. Dumars takes the tray and nails it again.
A long 3, backing up. Joe with 3 threes in a row. He's got 13.
Dumars shooting better from the arc recently. His overall percentage from three-point land is up to 37%. Michael authors a miss and a loose ball foul coming up against the Detroit Pistons.
It's on, I believe it's on
Rodman.
Rodman.
Rodman, you're right. Here's what's on tap. Bulls and Nuggets next Friday here at the United Center. Bullseye at 7 o'clock Central Time here on WGN. The loose ball foul on Dennis Rodman. It's his third.
You're back to 4. The Bulls had a 10-point lead. Now it's back to 4.
These Pistons just won't go away, right? Which is a credit to them.
5 threes in this quarter. Bulls not doing a good job of staying out on it.
Dumars has hit a couple of trays with people in his face. 5 to go on the shot clock. Thorpe all over Rodman. They're going to call offensive. That was too obvious for officials not to make the call. Whoa, they called traveling? Oh, man.
Well, Doug, you're lucky. Traveling.
Because that would have been
he
the
ran
fourth
over him. Yes.
Watch this. 1. No, see, there's the foul before the travel ever occurred. Absolutely. They weren't going to call the foul, Red.
No.
Unbelievable. Jordan off the glass. Harper puts it back.
Oh, and Ronnie Harp with a big stretch. He's got 7 points and just went up over the top. And that's what happens. You double a guy, and somebody's got to be open, right?
Almost every time. Yep. It's a matter of finding him. That guy is out there somewhere. You double down. Pippen holding Dumars. Called for the second personal foul. It's the third on the team, and we've got a timeout. Phil Jackson wearing a scowl. Scottie Pippen a look of wonderment. How is this not an offensive foul before the travel occurs? The Miller Genuine Draft Shoot the Bull 3-on-3 Classic returns this summer to Chicago's Grant Park. Call 312-455-4000 for more information, or check the Tribune on Wednesday or Sunday for an entry form. Sponsored in part by the Chicago Tribune, Coca-Cola, Sport Mart, Salem Sportswear, Toshiba, and Spirit Water. Spirit Water. There's a Michael Jordan fan. Fly, Michael, fly. Boy, he's done it tonight on a couple of breakaways, hasn't he? 2 or 3 of them?
He has done a job. He's paid attention to business. 12 out of 19 for Mike. 9 rebounds. He's got 34 points. I got him for 32. I had him for 34. I don't know where I came wrong.
I have him for 34 as well, right? Maybe they're wrong. Usually they're not. Usually it's us. Thorpe against Rodman. Scottie Pippen back the other way. Under 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Scottie looking for room off a screen by Kukoc.
That hit on the arm, flat hit on the arm, but Pip makes it. He's got 11. There was a time it looked like Pip wouldn't score. Right, he's got 11.
Dumars sets it up. 8 points the lead, Chicago. Coming up on 2 minutes to go in the third. Allen Houston. Detroit doing it off the dribble here now after their early 3-point flurry here in this third quarter. Pippen. Michael Jordan, the offensive board, and the score. 36 for Jordan.
I got 36. I don't know what they're doing.
They're wrong. They've got Scottie Pippen for an extra field goal. They should have given Michael. We're talking about the official scoring.
Yes.
Allen Houston on the drive. And again, he climbs the rim. 19 for Houston now. He begins to heat up. He's a fine player. Getting better with each day. Kukoc. Now Rodman to Jordan. Under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Michael backing Dumars to the fade. What a night for Jordan. 38 for Michael Jordan.
Michael, what?
Grant Hill right by Kukoc. 13 for Grant Hill.
He's trading baskets. That's a good thing you don't want to do. You want to extend that lead.
Rodman.
Yes, a big giant step and into the hoop, and Dennis has got 3.
8-point lead, Chicago, under a minute for the quarter.
Michael opened the season up with 42 points, if you remember that, against Charlotte a long time ago.
Joe Dumars, and what do we got here? Foul on Michael.
Yep.
His third personal. First in the last 2 minutes on the club.
Michael Jordan is third. The team scored. Steve Kerr in the line for the Bulls, replacing Michael Jordan.
Michael leaves.
Curry
with 19 points in this quarter.
That's what I've got him for. Down to 30 seconds to go in the quarter now. Time left in the quarter. Right-hand corner of your screen. There's the shot clock on the left. Michael Curry penetrating. It's going to be offensive foul because Kukoc had position.
No, the Bulls have 23 seconds with the clock. Michael Curry out of control. His second. Doug says, I don't know about this.
Alvin Gentry, the same type of expression on his face, the assistant.
Well,
I thought Michael got called on one earlier just for a little.
To the naked eye, it looked like Tony had really established position on that replay.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure.
Okay, Dennis sits down, and Bushy's in the game here. The Bulls have one possession here, you would think left.
Yeah, they're going to spread the floor. Bushy in one corner, Harper on the other. Pippen, Kerr, and Kukoc. Time winding down to the quarter now. Pippen draws contact and manufactures a shot. A foul is on Michael Curry. It is his third.
First in the last 2 minutes. So the Bulls have. Here comes Lindsey Hunter into the game. So they knew that they could take one. Pip was just trying to get a shot up quickly. So we got 7.6 here to go. The Bulls still have a chance to get a good shot up.
Bushler. Curry the rebound, and time winds down in this, the third quarter. Michael Jordan with 38 points in the game, 19 in the quarter. Here's a look at his work from the field. And the Bulls have a 76-68 lead over the Pistons as we turn the page to the fourth.
Welcome back. Well, we all know about Michael Jordan's skills, his rings, his great wealth, but you know he's made it when he gets his own cologne. On April 1st, Bijan will unveil a Michael Jordan signature scent. They say it's a spicy, crisp one for the sporty, active man. Now, I'm sure the packaging will be better than this, but we just wanted to get a feel. Wayne, John, can I give you a spritz?
You know,
You certainly can.
Liz Taylor has nothing on Michael Jordan, does she? Pippen for the outside. She's got a cologne. He's got one now.
They're 11 out of 21 in this game from 3-point, and they're 5 for 6 in that quarter. That really.
Hill left it short. Rodman retrieves. Dennis with 10 rebounds in the game. Started the fourth quarter with the Bulls leading 76-68. Steve Kerr has not had many opportunities tonight.
Pip's got to go up again.
3 to go on the shot clock. Scotty.
3 seconds in the lane. Everybody in the lane. So the Bulls, first 2 possessions here are not of the best variety.
Phil Jackson, who saw his team allow a 20-some point lead against Milwaukee, dissipate in the fourth quarter the other night. His starters will go much farther into this game. Lindsey Hunter spinning on Kerr. Rodman's 11th rebound of the night, and the Bulls start back up.
Bulls need a basket here.
Bushler, Pippen, Kerr, Rodman, Kukoc on the floor. This is Pippen for 3. Pippen gets it back. Bushler for 2.
Oh, man.
Slow start for the Bulls here in this fourth quarter.
Getting off the back of the iron, and they've been able to defend pretty good. Bushy on a block.
Got a piece of that Hill shot. Pippen. Good transition defense by Detroit. Steve Kerr out of the arc. Bushler had the opening for a moment.
He was looking for the foul.
Got a loose ball foul going the other way against Chicago. Dennis Rodman picks it up, his 4th.
Loose ball foul on the Bulls. Dennis Rodman with his 4th. The team's first. Joe Dumars Joe Dumars
in the ball game in place of Allen Houston now for the Detroit Pistons. Hey, a reminder that on Wednesday, March 13th, the Bulls battle the Washington Bullets. It's Fuji Photo Film Collector Coins Night. First 10,000 fans entering United Center receive a set of Bulls collector coins, compliments of Fuji Photo Film. If you can say that 10 times, Red Kerr will give you a coin of your own.
So Randy Brown comes in for Bushler.
Pippen knocked it away from behind, but right to Curry, who converts on the baseline. Michael Curry with the first bucket of the fourth quarter for either team. 6-point lead, Chicago. Remember, the Pistons up at Auburn Hills took the Bulls to overtime last month. Steve Kerr has not had a look at it. Not a real look, anyway. Pippen, tough shot there, high off the glass. Tony banging away at it. Rodman comes up with it.
Gives him another shot at it. Pip way off the mark with the 3. Dennis from the back. No, Bulls have not scratched yet. We've got 9:25. The Superman is on the bench.
Lindsey Hunter. And Randy Brown picks it off.
They've only scored once, which is timeout. Phil wants to talk it now. What's going on?
Phil Jackson not at all happy. His team yet to score, but they've only been outscored 2-0 here. At the outset of the fourth quarter, almost 3 minutes gone by fourth quarter. Doug Collins and company hanging in against the best in the NBA. Atlanta over Cleveland at halftime. Phoenix by 1 over Denver. Later starts Golden State playing host to Houston, and Sacramento doing the same to Lakers.
Well, he's back.
Steve Kerr, and what have we got off the ball? Michael Curry on a hold, and he picks up
I think it's Hunter. Oh, it is Michael Curry.
Yep.
I was watching Steve and Hunter over here. They were laughing away. Wow.
The team's first.
So Randy Brown, along with Steve Kerr, a small backcourt for the Bulls. Michael Jordan, the turnaround over Curry.
He hasn't lost his step, has he?
40 for Jordan.
Yeah, as I mentioned, he had 42 in the opener against Charlotte, and I think he's had, what, 46?
Curry driving on Longley, got the baseline, missed the jam. Bulls by 8. Tony on the block against Grant Hill. Double down from Dumars. Ball reversal, Longley, 18-footer, rang in and out. Hill to Mills. For 3.
Hey, Tony whacked him.
Tony got him on behind the arc. That'll be 3 foul shots coming up. Kukoc his first, second on the team.
There he comes to the side and in the hand. So Terry Mills will shoot 3. The 3 is the thing that really gets him. You know, Michael's got his high this year is 48.
Mills makes good on his first. Michael has been over 40 points in 6 games this season, and so this makes 7. Made the first, missed the second. He'll get the third, and Allen Houston returns, replacing Lindsey Hunter.
Well, Lindsey Hunter has lost all timing, isn't he, and rhythm of what he wants to do. And I would say a lot of confidence probably too. He looked like he was ready to step in and be the guy behind Isaiah.
Turns out to be a good foul by Tony Kukoc as Mills makes just 1 of 3 at the line. Yeah, Lindsey Hunter right now shooting under 40% for the season. That's a guy who's lost some confidence. Jordan gets baseline by Mills.
Gets by baseline, goes up over 2 players, comes back on the playing court, and he's got 44. Oh, he may be in the 50s tonight, this guy, the way he's going.
Curry for 3. Tony Kukoc the rebound. Bulls on the verge of knocking the Pistons out of this one here, or at least you get that feeling they could. A very important juncture of the game for Detroit if they want to hang in here for the final 7.5 minutes.
Jordan did the same thing. He threw. Oh,
time he came up, threw it away to Curry.
Take it.
Yeah, Kukoc with the foul on Grant Hill. Tony gives it up. Only his second personal, third on the team.
Let's take a look at this basket. The United Mills. Wow.
Doug Collins, a frown on his face tells you all you need to know about the score in this game. His team is down. Pippen is back on, replacing Randy Brown. A move that had to be made by Phil Jackson when Allen Houston came back into the lineup for Detroit. The Bulls needed a little more size on the floor. Houston. Tony had a jump over Joe D to get around that screen. 10 to go on the shot clock now as Houston goes to work. Tipped away. Jordan is held back. That should be 2 shots coming up. Breakaway call on Terry Mills, who picks up the foul.
Mills picks up number 3, but it's a wide open area for Michael. His last 40-point game was versus Detroit. 42 tonight. So he's trying to leave a little memory on his former coach Doug Collins' screen. I got, what do you got, Michael? 44, haven't you?
I've got him for 42.
42?
He's 9.
Oh, okay.
He has 11 rebounds and 2 assists.
You're right. 42.
7 of 8 at the line for Jordan.
He's done this so many times, run me out of space.
That's right. Better hope this doesn't go overtime.
43. Oh, no, I don't want to go overtime, but I'll figure so. I'll write it on my cuff.
I ran out of space in that third quarter where he authored 19 points. Glad I wasn't operating in pen.
44 now.
Now he's got 44.
48 I mentioned is high on the season.
7 minutes to go in the game. Chicago by 11, equaling the biggest lead of the night. Beautiful move. Grant Hill didn't finish. Scottie Pippen to Michael Jordan. Here's Steve Kerr. Kerr from the outside. The quick release comes up short. Mills the rebound. Dumars for 3. It'll belong to Chicago with 6:36 to go. Let's go to the sidelines. Bill Weir. Bill.
Wayne, John, kind of a stat that jumps out at you tonight, talking about Grant Hill and all his heroics, leading this team in scoring, rebounding, assists. He has 3 3-pointers this season, 2 of them tonight.
Right.
Jordan from the outside.
Getting close. 47, and the fans can see it above our heads. They want a big 5-0 night from him.
Dumars sets it up. Bulls lead by 14. Doug Collins and the Pistons want a timeout. Standing ovation for the Bulls.
Well, you take a look here, Michael with the ball. He's going to throw it into Luke Longley, but they're going to be so worried about Steve Kerr coming over that two men will come right in this area and then go on Steve. Michael's going to be right on the top, his favorite spot for a three. Take a look at it. Down to Luke. Okay, Steve Kerr is going to come down the lane. They worry about him, and Michael's up and down.
Grant Hill lost it on the behind the back move, gets it back. Halfway through fourth quarter, Jordan has outscored Detroit 9-3. Michael, the only player to score for the Bulls here in the fourth quarter. Dumars had Kerr pinned down low. Hill.
Offense. Oh, no, he did get Scotty.
Yeah, Scotty on the foul. His third. It's the fourth on the team. Hey, Bulls fans, the NBA's hottest new youth competition has come to Illinois. McDonald's NBA 2-ball brought to you by Dominic's, a two-person skills competition for kids 9 to 17. Call your local park district to the Bulls, 312-455-4000 for more info. Detroit resumes offensively. Houston, nothing but net for two. He has 21. Allen Houston shooting very well, 9 of 14 from the field. Bulls by 12. Longley, Kukoc the quick release. 5 for Tony here tonight. Houston on the sidelines, lost it. It'll belong to Chicago off the Detroit turnover. 19 turnovers by the Pistons here tonight, leading to 27 Chicago points. Only 8 turnovers for the Bulls, leading to 3 Detroit points. Tony Kukoc. Jordan.
Yes. 49.
A season high.
He got that against Philly. 18 out of 28 down there. Tonight he's what, 19 out of 26?
There's a look at his numbers. Career season high. He'll have to go some to get that career of 68. Another turnover, Detroit. Steve Kerr up and running. Saw Tony a little bit too late. Kukoc out in front on that break. Tony a little frustrated standing on the other side. The lob for Michael Jordan from Scottie Pippen. Michael to the fade.
There it is! 51! 51! He loves it. Big smile on his face, and he made it in Jordan fashion.
Last time, March 28th in New York. Pistons miss again, and here comes Scottie Pippen.
Tony.
For Tony.
Yes. All right. The route is on. Circle of wagons, Doug. 20-point lead. They were right there, and now it's a blowout.
Allen Houston to Joe Dumars, and here's Grant Hill. Hill cranks up for 3. Kerr centered that rebound to Luke Longley. 3. Jordan gives it up to Scottie Pippen. Michael with a season-high 51. And the Bulls, with 3:23 to go in the game, have blown it wide open. And Michael Jordan's line, 53 points, 21 of 28 from the field. 2 of 4 from the arc, 6 steals, 2 assists, 11 rebounds. And he's got an NBA season high.
And they're watching this. They're watching this all over the place, aren't they, on WGN? All overseas, across the country. And
Sally and airball, the former bad boy Detroit Piston. Working on a 10-day contract. There's Michael. Boy, oh boy.
What stats he has. Oh, wow. He did it all the way in every quarter. You know.
Solid performance all the way through tonight. He had 9 in the first, 10 points in the second quarter, 19 in the third, and finishes up with a big fourth quarter.
He's tattooed a lot of teams. This team he gave big numbers to.
15 points for Jordan in this quarter. John Sally with time winding down to the shot clock.
Travel.
Yep.
He got new glasses on, John Sally. Dr. Orth has come down here with a glass that he can wear during the game, and sometimes it's tough breaking in the room, but
there you get a look at what I just mentioned.
Some guys get better.
Lindsey Hunter off the mark. That is the rookie Lou Rowe on the jam out of the University of Massachusetts. 20-point lead, Chicago. Winding it down here at the United Center. Coming up on 2 minutes to go.
Looks like this is the second time they've faced this team after they have done real well. I wonder if it'll take some out of them.
Sally going to work again, trying to shake off some of the rust here. I wonder if they're thinking it's nice to have these bad boys on our side.
Yep.
Ratliff. Jordan sitting with Dennis Rodman and James Edwards. My goodness.
And now they're riding shotgun for him, right?
6 years ago, you never would have thunk that. Lou Rowe picks up a foul here a moment ago. Third on the team, first on Lou Rowe. Non-shooting affair. 2 minutes to go in the quarter now.
You know, if he keeps this up, he's going to get his jersey hung up back from the ceiling again.
I would think that's going to happen sometime.
Boy, somebody
scrum going on out there now. Sally clears to Brown. Here comes Kerr. Oh, Sally went in hard.
They're not going to blow the whistle. They want this game over.
They must have flights to catch. Huh? They got a red eye out of here. Hunter lost the handle on it. Oh, this is real sloppy now.
Jason, watch out. You got one. No.
Randy Brown with a beautiful lob, and Jason Caffey just could not finish. Lindsey Hunter. Steve Kerr picked his pocket.
Got a three.
Bushy wants the lob. Kerr gets the three. Ring it up.
Diggs first. Yeah, he likes it too. Michael says, "We got something going here or what?" Well, he's going to send Doug back to Detroit broken-hearted here, and I thought he had a real good shot at what was going on.
Foul is on Randy Brown. It's his first. Penalty situation now. Hey, a reminder, fans, the Miller Genuine Draft Shoot the Bull 3-on-3 Classic returns this summer to Chicago's Grant Park. Call 312-455-4000 for more information, or check the Tribune on Wednesday or Sunday for an entry form. Sponsored in part by the Chicago Tribune, Coca-Cola, Sport Mart, Salem Sportswear, Toshiba, and Spirit Water.
Doug, yeah, he's not liking this. The Bulls caught him 2 times now when they were really playing very good basketball, and they bashed their heads in again tonight. You know, staying close.
Well, that first game, what you mentioned, was up in Detroit, or up in Pontiac, Auburn Hills, if you will. Back in January, and the Pistons had won 6 in a row entering that game, and the Bulls really put it to them on a Sunday afternoon. Kerr again for 3. Second in the NBA in three-point shooting. Second tray in a row for Curry, has 7 in the game. Hunter stopped by Sally, and a foul coming up. Sally on the first. March 4th, 1987, Michael Jordan. He scored 61 points. His regular season high contest at the time.
Dave Corzine, you recognize in there.
3
Ronnie
years later,
Lester, and the guy with hair. Look at this. Well, I know Cyril Remack enjoying this one in Phoenix again. He loves it when the Bulls put up a victory on WGN.
2 at the line for Lindsey Hunter.
A.K.A. Jerry Walter.
Pistons. Oh, that's Sally almost got it knocked away. Now he clears. Here's Kerr again. Jason Caffey in among the trees. Sally gets it. No, but a foul. Boy, I tell you, when you're rusty red, buckets are hard to come by. Buckets are too, but certainly field goals are. Lou Rowe picks up his second personal foul here as we are deep into garbage time.
The Bulls were 9 out of 10, and they won 5 in a row. This will be their 6th and their 30th win here at this beautiful United Center.
And that equals the record set by Orlando earlier this season of number of victories, consecutive victories at home to start a season.
And the Pistons, who have been 7 out of their last 10 games, will have to regroup again and Don Sally.
The crowd once booed this man here in Chicago. Trying for his first point as a member of the Bulls.
And there it is.
Final seconds ticking away.
Dennis said, I outscored you. I got 3.
Lindsey Hunter, Theo Ratliff with authority. 8 seconds to go now. Steve Kerr will allow the clock to wind down. "11 points is all she wrote for the Pistons in the 4th. The Bulls blow it open behind Jordan. And his 53 points. Michael in the 4th quarter had 15 points himself. All that remains is who Dennis Rodman will hand the jersey to here tonight. Got somebody picked out. There's Dennis heading back. Did he give it away already? I can't see if he did or not. Yes, he did.
Looking. No, he's looking. He's going to put it up there. There it is. Youngster. Youngster.
So the Bulls head back to the locker room. Season high 53 for Michael Jordan, leading the Bulls to their 54th win.
Michael, you deserve a cigar tonight. Go on home and enjoy it. Nice job.
Yeah, you didn't miss one day. You didn't miss one? I think that trade is in. Yeah, I'm all for it, really.
Michael Jordan's had enough here tonight. 53 points, leading the Bulls to the victory over the Detroit Pistons. 102-81. Back with more after these messages. AT&T shot of the game. It is Michael Jordan establishing a season high in the NBA this season. Watch the screen by Luke Longley. The quick release from Jordan, and nothing but net. 53 for Michael Jordan, and of course he is our Southwest Airlines high flying score here tonight. What a line for Jordan. 53 points, 6 steals, 21 of 28 from the field. Closing comments coming up from the United Center after these messages.
At McDonald's.
16. Back at the United Center, the Bulls win in the final quarter, really just to put the Pistons away, and it was the brilliance of Michael Jordan here tonight. Red, this was truly vintage Jordan.
This was. The Bulls went in the last quarter with an 8-point lead and really did an outstanding job. Michael just picked up the slack all over the place. Wouldn't just not be denied. He ended up with a couple threes. The Bulls couldn't find a 3 in the first half. They were 0 for 15, and we thought they were going to set big-time records. And they just kept going, and they took the heart out of Doug Collins' young ball club here, and they sent him back to Detroit with a loss, and the Bulls have won their 54th game. They're 20. What is it? Their 30th here, huh?
30th consecutive home win to begin a season, and Red, 37th consecutive regular season home win overall. Now this dates back, of course, to last year when they won their final 7 here at the United Center, and the record, I believe, is 38, if I'm not mistaken, for consecutive wins at home. That's set by the Celtics back in the 80s a couple of times.
And this was a good team, team that's well over 500, trying for the playoffs, and the Bulls will now be headed for a Sunday game in New York, and you know what? That's not going to be the type game that we're used to looking forward to.
Not the test it used to be. Red Kerr said to me, I said in our production meeting earlier this afternoon that the Pistons are coming in, they're playing good ball. They've won 7 of 10, including 4 in a row. And you mentioned to me, you said, well, yeah, but look what happened the last time we played them when they were playing well, and that was, of course, back in January. And it's one thing to be playing well. It's another thing to be playing on the level that the Bulls are playing on right now, and certainly that's the case with Detroit. A fine team that's going to make the playoffs in Doug Collins' first season. Again, the final score, the Pistons fall to the Bulls, 102-81. Our next telecast Friday night when the Bulls try to exact revenge of the Denver Nuggets. That's next Friday night. Our coverage begins 7 p.m. with the Bullseye 7:30 tip-off. Producer-director of Bulls basketball is Artie Harris. Associate producer John Walgren. Our assistant director Mandy Cohen. The executive producer of Bulls basketball is Bill Borsia. Now for Johnny Red Kerr, this is Wayne Larrabee saying so long from the United Center. Stay tuned for WGN News next.
Chicago Bulls basketball has been brought to you by